0.4%, and it is bringing obviously much relief to the drought conditions. Last year this time the dams were almost half that level, and we were talking about day zero, the day when the taps were set to run dry, but day zero now has been pushed back to 2020. Currently the Berg River Dam, which I am standing in front of, is at 82.2%, and Theewaterskloof, which is one of the major feeder dams in the province, is at 38.5%. So at the moment it's looking quite good. We're obviously expecting more rainfall in the winter, and hopefully that will obviously boost the levels even further.
Dam levels have improved. We're expecting more rain for the Cape. What does this mean for the tariffs that were put in place by the city of Cape Town at the height of the drought there?
Well, there are two talking points at the moment. One is the water restrictions and whether those will be alleviated. We are on currently 6B water restrictions, meaning we are limited to 50 litres a day. And the city of Cape Town says that they believe that the restrictions should be decreased. However, they have to do this in conjunction with the National Department of Water and Sanitation. The National Department is saying that, hold on, it's a bit too early. We need to be at least at 80% before we consider obviously decreasing those restrictions. The other issue that is on the table and that is being discussed quite heavily is the water tariffs. There was obviously an increase in the tariffs in the City of Cape Town budget to about 20%. So people are paying 20% more than they were previously. But residents are complaining, saying that the rainfall has obviously brought some relief. Day zero has been pushed back. Why is it then that the tariffs have not been decreased? Why is it that residents are paying more for water? The city is saying, however, that the tariffs in conjunction with the restrictions will have to be looked at again and re-evaluated. But they're not being too hasty, not making any quick decisions just as yet. They're waiting to see, obviously, what the overall winter rainfall is, and will re-evaluate the situation then.
At a political level, Aarti, there was that bit of tension between the National Water Department and officials there in the Western Cape. I'm wondering if that relationship has now stabilized or indeed improved now that the situation as far as the actual drought appears to be getting better.
It seems that the tensions have been ironed out. At that time, the Minister of Water and Sanitation was Nomvula Mokunyane. The Premier was in consultation with her as well as the city. And at the beginning, it was quite tense, with a lot of infighting between the national government and the local government. But it seems that they are on the same page now. We were told that some of the councillors in the metros are meeting with the National Department to discuss these restrictions, and obviously they are in continuous discussion to make sure that they're on the same page, so that if in the event there is a need to lower those restrictions, that will happen.
All right, eNCA reporter Aarti Narsee keeping watch on those dam levels in the Western Cape after some bit of flooding and those much needed rains in that province last weekend. We're told by the Weather Service that we can expect more rainfall in that part of the country, much needed on the back of that devastating drought of the last year. Coming up, we speak to the Congress of South African Students. They're calling for history books to be rewritten. More on that. And